Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Giancarlo Losma, and I am the president of Federmacchine, as said, the federation representing the Italian manufacturers of capital goods. With 6,300 units, a workforce of over 179,000, and a turnover that in 2011 reached 38 billion euro, the Italian companies of the sector export approximately 70% of their production. Germany, France, China, United States, and Turkey are the main destination for the Made in Italy, known by end users all over the world for the extremely high technical standards and the strong capability to customize our offer to specific needs. These are necessary aspects that enable us to operate in markets with a particular hard-to-place type of demand, like, for example, the United States. Thanks to this approach, still today, Italian manufacturers enjoy a primary international position. Looking at the European Union, Italy is fourth place after Germany, Great Britain, and France in terms of GDP contribution, but in second place, side by side with France, for its contribution to the industrial turnover of the region. In terms of its contribution to machinery, the role of Italy is even more important. It is in fact second immediately after Germany, with an important gap separating it from its followers, France and Great Britain. Thanks to a strongly rooted tradition, the Italian companies of the sector have demonstrated their capability of moving forward and of meeting market requirements swiftly and flexibly, confirming their position at the top of the world rankings of the sector. And it is indeed on product and process innovation that Italian companies have concentrated their resources during the last 10 years, tackling not yet exploited market niches and sectors, or markets with high growth rates, successfully identifying development trends and opportunities. Among these, the one that has seen the most development in the last decade is the one dealing with sustainability, a topic directly linked with respect for the environment, which it incorporates and enriches with new variables never considered before. More and more part of our daily lives, sustainability is a fundamental requirement also in manufacturing, and in particular, as far as capital goods are concerned. Climate changes and the increasing awareness of public opinion towards issues relating with the impact on the environment translate into a new approach in the way companies are run, both in terms of a new way of producing and also when looking at new business opportunities. In other words, sustainability can represent a competitive advantage for the company, provided it becomes an integral part of its strategy. There are three aspects of sustainability: respect of the environment, social development, and financial profit. A company wanting to turn sustainability into a competitive advantage must work to pursue all three aspects. And many Italian companies are moving in this direction. At the basis of the production chain, capital goods define the technological content, the performance, and the capability to meet the requirements of the end users of most of the products being sold. For this reason, machinery plays an essential role in the manufacturing of sustainable products and in sustainable systems. But what does it mean to do business with sustainability for us manufacturers of capital goods? It means, first, limiting the impact on the internal and external environment. Second, producing eco-friendly machines. Third, training highly specialized personnel. Fourth, ensuring the correct cost-benefit ratio and therefore a profit. This is a process that in Italy only started in the 70s, later than, for example, the United States, but on which a great deal of resources are currently being invested. And it is also what my experience as an entrepreneur also says. Besides being president of Federmacchine, I am in fact also the founder of Losma SPA, a company that specializes in eco-friendly production. Established in 1974, Losma SPA is today market leader in the production of air and liquid filtration systems for machines, tools, more or less of every kind. When I started, I developed a business that in Italy did not exist. In short, I created a need that companies did not feel that they had, differently from, for example, what was already happening in the United States. I introduced myself to these companies by saying, look, you have this problem and I can solve it. Very often the answer was, thank you very much for your presentation, but I don't need oil mist filters or machine fluid purifiers. My people work very well without. This is not a joke, but the consideration of my potential customers of that time. As you will understand, the sector was not yet aware of the issue, and entrepreneurs still did not appreciate the problem. The sector needed to be educated. On the other hand, the big environmental disasters and the increase in awareness of the public opinion on the future of the planet probably greatly helped my business, which today expands much farther than Europe and the United States. And as Bova said before, Losma Inc. is existing from 20 years in New Jersey, and tomorrow I will inaugurate the new facility in Sparta. And also reaching Asia, starting from India, where I recently opened a production unit to meet local demand 2 years ago, exactly, and up to China. As a whole, the business gives Losma actually a turnover around 20 million US dollars. But let's see in detail what it means for my company, which could well represent a good number of the Italian companies of the sector, to be sustainable. Let's start from the product analysis. First of all, Losma operates in an eco-friendly sector. We produce filters, components capable of reducing as much as possible the impact of production machinery on the outside environment, as well as within the company walls, therefore ensuring the safety of the operators working on the machines and limiting the dumping of toxic waste like oils, fluids, gases into the environment. Also, in terms of materials used to manufacture our product, Losma has made a clear sector choice, giving preference to recyclable materials and steel that can be used indefinitely. Furthermore, with Green Heart, that is an air filter, one of the latest products, we have offered a solution that not only ensures the purification of the air, but in order to do so, it uses new materials. All this translates in the production of a 100% natural eco-filter. Working toward the improvement of the performance of the filter, which duration is significantly higher when compared with standard filters, we have decided to manufacture a product that could, in all aspects, have a limited environmental impact. The filtering kit is completely natural, without packaging, and is ready for use. In this way, we make disposal easier, whilst limiting transport costs. The sustainability of the product is also guaranteed by the fact that the whole production process does not cause CO2 emissions, and the use of natural fibers is to the advantage of developing countries, who are the main manufacturers. In fact, a product can only be considered truly eco-friendly if it meets certain special conditions during its whole life cycle. This concept can be traced back to LCA, Life Cycle Assessment, a tool capable of measuring the sustainability of the whole life cycle of the product, from the design and the selection of the materials to be used, to the production system to implement and the machine tools, to the actual manufacturing of the same, from the disposal of the product at the end of its life cycle to the recycling and reuse of the material used. When we consider the process, we can say that Losma itself works following energy-saving criteria, partly using renewable energy sources, a choice also made by many companies of the sector. Many plants of companies of the sector are today installing photovoltaic panels capable of producing energy, which is used by them during the week and distributed and sold within the local territory during weekends. This is a further example of what doing business with sustainability means. In our analysis of an eco-friendly production, let's now look at the other two aspects that ensure sustainability: social responsibility and economic development. Social responsibility is not only about a cleaner world for the future generation, but also about creating opportunities for the society the company is part of through training and work. In a sector like ours, human resources are the real asset of the company. For this reason, we guarantee opportunities and professional growth for all our staff. The strong technological component of the sector means that specific and continuous training of our staff is absolutely necessary. In turn, this means that the employees of the companies of the sector are extremely skilled, highly specialized operators, which professionalism can be exploited to an advantage by almost all kinds of manufacturing companies. In this sense, the companies of the capital goods sector operate as spreaders of knowledge and technical know-how that is useful for both the economic social system of the country and also for the individuals who can find themselves with an extremely wide choice of alternative employment opportunities. In this way, we manufacturers provide an answer to social development for both the individual and the community. At the end, as the investment made on each employee is rather expensive, it is clear that each company wants to keep their staff to themselves once trained. This effort in ensuring loyalty is an advantage for the company, which makes a profit not only from the production turnover, but also from the preservation of its personnel. And this brings us back to economic development. We can say that sustainability as an actual business strategy. Thank you for your attention.
Yes, sir. The question about the company's role in education and training of employees. How much of that necessity is a function of a lack of talent coming out of schools? Is it necessary because of the lack of prepared people that companies have to take the bull by the horns and do it themselves, or is it more supplement to the education? Do we have a problem, I guess, is the question with education?
Quello che sta dicendo ha detto che la necessità di formare il personale, fare il training è dovuta a una carenza da parte delle istituzioni e della scuola. Qual è il motivo?
Look, our job is very, very specialized, and we need very high level skill of personnel, and so we are speaking with schools, with university, with the public function to get help from them. But at the end, when we hire some people in our companies, normally we have to start our special train that we can't find in other workers if we hire from the market. Sometimes we hire from some competitors, and so we have trained people. Is our job. We are doing a strong work with the schools to have people with a good basis, good technical basis, mainly technical basis, but also economical and marketing basis. So, but then we need so deep specialists that we have to train by ourselves.